Welcome back to the channel, guys. Happy Monday. So today the market didn't trade as expected. We thought because of the interest rate cut, we would have seen some volatility in the market, but not as expected. Why? Because nothing other than Apple iPhone 16 revenue should say pre-orders, nothing came in as expected. So with the pre-orders, they saw like 16% drop in Apple order for the iPhones, and this means the company is not going to do so well with this new iPhone 16. So because of that, the market, Nasdaq took it to heart. And what Nasdaq did when it took it to heart, Nasdaq sold off around maybe 190 points today, pulled back around 1% or 0.5%. Nasdaq fall today. But this is something that we're watching. With one day closer to interest rate cut, we shall see some upward trend tomorrow. This is just my assumption, not sure. But I want to bring to you nothing other than, guys, something that has been taking the market by storm. Is it too late? Are we too late to buy the dip on Intel? So Intel is getting some serious news, what the company needed, because the stock has been down. And because the stock has been down, guys, what caused this was nothing other than bad news. The company missing revenue, was not performing well. So Intel stock jumped on a plan to return to profitability coming soon. So with that news, guys, Intel stock jumped around. Today was just trading high, like 5, 6 days, 10 days high. Stock sold off, pushed up for the last 5 days. Intel made a great comeback today. So stock is trading at $22.44 and previously closed at $20.91. So let's look into Intel, like what's going on with the company and how can we make money while Intel grow stronger. So Intel company got a boost from the government. Remember previously the government gave Intel some money, like they gave them a lot of money, but they didn't do well with it. But they award the Biden administrator awarded Intel up to $3 billion as CHIP Act. So Intel promised to make next year to do a mass production of fab chips, everything for the army. So they want to keep their business in house rather than to source business elsewhere. The government is funding Intel with crazy amount of money. They got $10 billion previously, and now they're getting another $3 billion. To total this, I think it's $13 billion Intel received totally, guys. So this is something we need to pay attention to, and how can we make money while Intel stock goes up. Intel wasn't doing so well because of Nvidia, ARM, Supermicro Computer. All of these stock surpassed Intel. Apple had Intel business, and Intel, I guess Apple dropped them because they wasn't performing well. Most of Apple products have Intel graphics card and Intel processors. So Apple no longer use Intel. They're making their own chips now. So that's bad business for Intel. Intel stock didn't do so well, and the stock is trading lower, even though they push up 7.36% today. So Intel said it's creating a separate entity for just the government, which is non-profit. So this is just making chips for the US, while they have a business model where the chip makers spend roughly $25 billion and funding business in each past 2 years, this is a lot for them because they're not making as much revenue. The company's stock has lost almost 60% of its value in 2024. This is bad business. Bad business. So let's go over and see how much Intel stock is down. So we spoke about what happened today, why the market is still down, because nothing other than Apple pulled the market down. So let's go over to Intel and see how much we're down on the year. So year to date, Intel is still down 58.39%. And on a 1 year basis, the stock is still down 44%. So Intel is still in the deep waters. But with all this good news, guys, I remember previously when the government gave them, I think it was $10 billion or $5 billion. I have to do some more research to bring back my memory to Fusion. The stock jumped and then immediately got rejected. This was earlier this year. Let's see if I can find this. So Intel pushed up, was earlier, maybe around January, the stock pushed up. And from then, guys continue selling off, wasn't bringing as much profit because they have a lot of competition. Where chip producing is in regards, where Nvidia taking all the market shares and the stock just keep falling. So is it time to buy Intel? Let's do a technical analysis on Intel. So before, Intel was trading at $30, and we're waiting to see if we're going to get a bounce back to our 200-day line at $37, because prior to the year it was trading high 50s and then continued getting rejected, keep on getting rejected, losing its value, and Intel just wasn't performing so well. So let's look at Intel from a technical perspective. Intel, from me, is still not a buy. Why? Because this had happened before. Intel got some good news, pushed up to $21, got rejected, and then pulled back, then pushed up all the way to $22.16, got rejected, and came back and found support at $18.51. If you notice, this is the low for the stock. And once they found support here, they pushed up again with news, not because the market is getting an interest rate cut, but with news, the stock pushed up until Intel is out of the water, where Intel is trading above $22.24, then it might come to me as a buy. Because again, guys, Intel did this before, pushed up, got rejected, sold off, pushed up again, but did not pass previous resistance. Again, did not pass previous resistance. So therefore, the news was just little but not great enough to push the stock where it needs to be. And aftermarket, the stock is still trading at $22. Still trading at $22. So again, we're looking for 22, 24 for the stock to stay above $22.24. If we can sustain this and keep moving higher, then definitely it's a buy for me. But it have to be a long term, because where profitability is concerned with the stock, they're way behind. Intel is way behind where profitability is concerned, because Nvidia is killing the market. ARM is killing the market. There's so much fab chip making companies out there that's killing the market now. So Intel for me is still not a buy. I will hold on and wait for direction to be better. Once that direction is better, guys, then we can take a trade on Intel. But again, ask yourself, do you want to put your hard working money where it's not making any money? No, that's not what we want to do. We want to put our money in a company that's making progress, that's making great progress, that's going to give us good return on our investment. But for now, that's all I want to bring to you guys. Where chip is concerned, Intel is still not there yet. We're looking for 2025 before we can see Intel make a turnaround, which is in a couple months, to make to be profitable. Once Intel show any signs of trading above $23, $24 a share, then we can think to take a small position in the stock, but nothing heavily, because the company is just not cutting it for me right now. So until then, guys, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel, and let me know if there's anything I can help you guys with other than breaking down Intel stock. All right, until then, stay green in the market and stay strong.